is correct. Kilachowski. Thank you.
That was a bad scene yesterday.
Wasn't you?
No, not you.
The beeping of the.
No, when I was somebody got very hostile because I had put my tape recorder up there the previous day.
Yeah. That's quite a scene.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, we,
You'll have to tell me about that.
15 minutes he's been home.
Doug, a media member?
huh?
A media member?
He had Alcon Media on his
Big
thing,
guy.
Okay.
big guy.
Okay.
Very unpleasant.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the first mean person you met in Omaha.
Gotta have one or two. Gotta keep you honest.
Yeah, there you go.
Taking me to water. It was very memorable. Girls were very down to earth.
Kilachowski.
It's probably not. Oh yeah. Shortstop.
Representing Virginia, head coach Brian O'Connor, second baseman Brandon Cogswell, outfielder Brandon Downs, and starting pitcher Nathan Kirby. Coach, if you'd begin with an opening statement.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, that was a tough one, but I'll say first that I'm really proud of our guys. The fight in us just did not stop. We had even opportunities in the eighth inning to tie the ball game, and got both McCarthy and Fisher put good swings on the ball, and unfortunately we couldn't get that tying run in. But the game was defined, in the third inning. Nathan Kirby has done the job all year long for this team, and I thought he was pretty sharp the first couple of innings, and the third inning, it just kind of came unraveled, and really the two doubles by Campbell I thought were pretty big. Certainly the first one, and then the bases clearing double down the left field line to tack on 3 more runs was just too much to come back from. But just really proud of the guys that battled at the plate tonight and kept grinding, and then our relief pitchers just kept the game in check and gave us a chance, and it was just too much to overcome. But this is why it's a national championship series rather than a national championship game. And our guys, if we come and play with the heart like we did tonight, we'll have a chance tomorrow night.
We'll open the floor for questions. We'll begin here in the second row.
Andrew Packer, Charlottesville Daily Progress. Brian, you brought your guys together in the dugout, I think, after the top of the third.
Right.
What did you tell them? What was kind of the message there?
Well, Andrew, I think on this stage, when you give up 9 runs in an inning, you can be a little shell-shocked, be on your heels a little bit, and I just reminded them of what they play for, that, they need to have a lot of pride, and that, that they need to be proud that they play for the University of Virginia, and they're going to show the rest of this game, what they're capable of doing and the heart that they have. And, I didn't need to say anything, quite frankly, because I know what they're made of, and I know they weren't going to quit and pack it in. I knew they were going to keep fighting, and they responded, and we had a chance, but just not quite enough.
First row, Kendall.
Kendall Rogers, perfect game. This is for Nathan. I guess you were kind of cruising there, and all of a sudden things kind of came apart. From your standpoint, what kind of happened there, you think?
I just couldn't find my release point, and it hadn't happened all year, but it happened tonight. But I thought we did a great job with the bats, and I think if we just carry that in tomorrow, I think we're going to be fine.
Stay in the first row for Aaron.
Aaron Fitt, Baseball America, for Brandon and Brandon. I guess it'd be pretty easy to get discouraged after a 9-run inning, but you guys came right back out there and put a couple of runs on the board. How did you kind of keep your heads up and being able to keep battling like that when you're looking up and it's 9-2?
Well, like Coach said, we basically we have heart. We have a special set of guys on his team, and no matter what happens, they're not going to give up. We still felt like we were in the game, and we were just trying to do the best we could to make it a ball game.
I mean, I'm really proud of these guys. I know Coach O'Connor said it. It was the third inning. We still had 6 at-bats left, and we just, had the mindset of kind of chipping away. We'd been putting good barrels on balls all night. We weren't really going to change anything, and we didn't really want to fall back and pack it in. We haven't done it all year, and this is a championship series. There's no reason to do it now. We had a lot of fight tonight, and even though we didn't come out on top, I'm really proud of these guys.
Here in the front row, Doug.
Yeah, Nathan, you talked about not being able to find your release point. Was that something you noticed in the first inning, or did it just suddenly come up in the third?
No, it kind of hit me in the first inning, but I tried to fight through it, and then it got to me there in the third inning.
Let's go to the fourth row in the back.
Dan Phillips with WZTV. This is for Coach. Coach, you alluded to Campbell's doubles that inning. I don't know if you know this, but coming into the game, he had 5 hits all season and 3 RBIs. He doubled his RBI total in that one hit. Obviously, an unlikely hero, perhaps, or a guy that maybe you hadn't figured could beat you like that. Is that fair?
We were fully aware of that. He's, just been placed in there 3 games ago and aware of his statistics. But it seems like every year there's somebody that rises up in certain moments that maybe people didn't expect. We didn't pitch him differently than anybody else. We didn't look at his stats and say, we're just going to groove the ball to him, and we had respect for him like we did the rest of the hitters. He just got a 2-0 count on the first one, I believe it was, and put a good swing on the ball and hit it over Fisher's head. And then the one off Mayberry was, just down the line. We weren't trying to do anything different with him than anybody else. And, you got to credit the young man. He's been thrust in there on the biggest stage in college baseball, and he performed. So
Here in the front.
Jeff White, VirginiaSports.com. Brian, you mentioned the relief pitchers. Given the situation, is your staff in about as good a shape as it could be going forward after a game where your starter didn't get out of the third?
Yeah, I think we're in a good position, Jeff. We certainly haven't touched Artie Lewicki and Nick Howard and other guys. Whit Mayberry did a nice job while he was in there, and so did Austin Young. And those guys didn't give up any runs, and they give us a chance. So. Tomorrow's a new day. We're certainly going to need a quality start out of Brandon Waddell tomorrow, and we'll have everybody that didn't pitch tonight that will be available. So, hopefully we get off to a good start tomorrow.
We'll go in the back on the right.
Pete LaFleur, College Baseball 360. Coach O'Connor, does it help you, having been a pitcher yourself, in relating to what Nathan went through tonight, especially because I know you, in your own experience here in Omaha, you were part of a pretty crushing loss against Wichita State. Is that something that can help you as a coach with working with the pitcher that goes through a night like that?
Yeah, I mean, those of us that pitched before, we've all been there before, I went out and told Nathan that, he needs to walk off this mound, with his head held high, and that this outing is not going to define who he is as a person or who he is as a pitcher. There'll be many more opportunities down the road for Nathan Kirby, and he's quite a competitor, and he's a very, very talented young man. Sometimes that just happens, and it kind of, came up out of nowhere. We did the best job that we could to try to get Whit Mayberry as ready as quick as we could, but we kind of got jumped, and it's hard. And Nathan was the freshest guy on our pitching staff. He hadn't pitched in 8 days, or last Sunday was his last start. And so Coach Kuhn and I made the decision that we were going to let him try to grind through it, even though he had 2 walks and then the third. We were going to let him try to continue to pitch through it, and unfortunately it just didn't work. But he'll be back. He'll be fine. We've got a lot of confidence in him.
Here in the front row, Doug.
Yeah, the 8 days that he hadn't pitched, were you concerned about that at all going in?
Not at all, really. I think it was a blessing that he had a full week off. But he did his side work to prepare, and it's just it's one of those nights. I can tell you it wasn't because the young man was afraid, timid, or anything. It's just sometimes as a pitcher, you lose that release point a little bit, or you're rushing a little bit, and it's tough out there in the moment to make adjustments. And he did in the first couple of innings have 3 times he went 3-0 on batters and came back, but just couldn't do it in that 3rd inning.
We'll take 3 more questions, starting with Kendall.
Ken Rogers, perfect game. Brian, there in the bottom of the 8th, you get 2 on, you get Mike up. Was it simply playing the percentages there, bunting him there, or was it more? Did you see a better matchup behind him, or what was your thinking there?
It was Kendall. mean, great question. Certainly, Mike Pappy's got 11 home runs and driven in a lot of runs. But, we've played this style of offense all year long where it's opportunistic and the game tells us what to do. And, shoot, Joe McCarthy, smokes that ball right up the middle. And if it doesn't hit the guy, all of a sudden it's a tie ball game. So, when you don't tie it, it looks like maybe you should have let him swing away. But, those are decisions that you make in the moment, and you got to live with them. We've had a philosophy that each player has a role depending on what the situation is, and they need to do their job. And Mike did his job, and unfortunately, we just couldn't. That ball just couldn't sneak through.
Here in the second row.
For Brandon and Brandon, speaking of Mike, you guys have seen him take a lot of home run swings in his career. When I went off the bat in the fifth inning there, did you think that was going to get out of this ballpark?
I mean, first thought, it goes through your head, but you got to realize where you're playing and how big this park is. You're going to need a little help, I think, getting out of this park with everything that surrounds it. I personally thought rounding third, it might get a gap, but, hung up there a little too long. He put great swings on balls all day, and it was unfortunate enough that, he got under that one.
I thought it was gone off the bat. That's really all I have to say. I thought I was jumping up and down. I thought it was gone.
Our final question here in the front.
Brandon, Cogswell, how much does coming back like that and making it a game and taking it to the ninth inning, how much does that help tomorrow night, or do you just start fresh?
I mean, you have to carry it over. We didn't come out on top. I think the only thing we can do is carry it over. I think we had 15 hits, put 15 hits together, 8 runs, and 6, after the third. I mean, like I said, I couldn't be more proud of these guys. Like I said, we didn't come out on top, but these guys need to realize that we can carry this into tomorrow and hopefully play some good baseball.
We'd like to thank Coach O'Connor and the Virginia student athletes for joining us. In the CWS Finals Game 2, Virginia will be the designated visiting team, while Vanderbilt will be the designated home team. For individual interviews, please contact Sports Information Director Andy Fletterjohn, and Vanderbilt will be with us here shortly.
Thank you.
Representing Vanderbilt, head coach Tim Corbin, third baseman Tyler Campbell, relief pitcher John Kilichowski, and second baseman Dansby Swanson. Coach, if you'd begin with an opening statement.
Well, we're fortunate to win that game for sure. No one could have scripted that particular game, and if anyone said they could, they're lying. I don't think you could have called a 9-run inning, but in order for us to win that game, we had to pass the baton from a pitching standpoint. We did. We got a great outing from a freshman tonight, and we talked as a group today about trying to get a Tyler Campbell from the pitching staff that hasn't been in there yet that could pick us up, and Johnny certainly did that. He prepared himself well for this moment yesterday. Tyler, again, had a great game, obviously. In the one inning, he led off with a double and then a clutch hit down the line that scored all 3 runs, which was the game winner. I told the team I thought offensively the biggest play of that entire game was Dansby beating the force at second, because it just kept the inning going. Had it been 2 outs, his approach may have been a little bit different, who knows. But we were fortunate, but we played very good defense to win that game.
We'll open the floor for questions, beginning in the 4th row in the back. White shirt and a tie.
Hey, Tim. When you get to this point, there's always sort of unlikely heroes that step up. Somebody steps up. You guys have had that all season. Tonight, obviously, Tyler was one of the guys. Obviously, John was another. Could you sort of talk about how those guys have stepped up and how it's seemingly happened for you? It seems like it's happened all season. Could you sort of address that for me?
Well, I guess Tyler's a veteran now. He's played 3 games, but no, he just he takes advantage of key situations. He got a 2-0 pitch and was ready to hit and put a good swing on a very good fastball. That was the start of that particular inning, and I just thought his play all the way around was aggressive and on point. Johnny, we've got a lot of confidence in him. He's got a very good fastball and a breaking ball. We weren't able to use him at the end of the year because he was a little bit dinged up. Now he's healthy, and we feel like he's a good stopper for us, and certainly did that against a very good hitting team. We thought that would happen with some of our kids. I mean, they're ready to play, and I think from a mental standpoint, that they know that their number's going to be called at some point, and they have a chance to get in and make something happen.
Front row, Kendall.
Kendall Rogers, perfect game. John, just kind of talk about your outing. What do you think was kind of working for you, and also just talk about how much more comfortable it makes when you have guys like Dansby and Vince back there making great plays left and right.
When I came in, I was pretty comfortable. Dansby gave me a look, and he just said, you got this, settle in. And right then I knew that I could trust them. And I mean, I've seen them play throughout the year, and they make incredible plays. Their range is, unending. So when I go out there, it's basically blow up the zone and let them put the ball on the ground, let them put it in the air. And I know I have guys behind me that can do a lot of things, and they're very good at what they do. So it's not very stressful when you know that they can do that. Now, if you were worried about those guys, then that would be difficult. But it's very nice having him and Vinny making those plays up the middle. I mean, it was incredible just to be there to watch him do that.
Aaron
Fitt, Baseball America. Dansby, you're up 9-2 there all of a sudden, and then at that point, you had to be feeling pretty good about yourself. But when they started to kind of chip away, and I think they pounded out 15 hits in this game. At one point, did it start to feel like, okay, we're just kind of trying to hold on here?
Not really. I mean, people would think that, but even with our pitching staff, we have all the confidence in the world in those guys, and same with the defense. If they're missing their spots, we're going to pick them up, make plays behind them, and that's just what we did tonight. They kept coming back, but we still have the lead. You still play with the lead, still confident, still comfortable, and just keep trying to move forward.
In the back, Mitch.
Mitch Sherman, ESPN.com. Coach, I think it was yesterday, some of your guys mentioned the older players on the team had some input in putting Tyler at third base when you had that hole to fill. How much of that is accurate? I'm sure it was a coach's decision, but how much did you go to your older players and seek input on what to do there?
Well, I think at this point of the season, you have to trust your kids. They've got a good pulse for the team, and you get to a point as a coach where you play the people you trust, and they trust Tyler. They trust his personality. They trust his compete level. They trust his care level, and that was my notion all along. I just wanted to hear them, and I didn't go to them and say, this is what I'm thinking. I want to play Tyler here. I wanted to hear them first, but it kind of confirmed my beliefs, which was good. And he certainly has done that too. He's played with a great heartbeat.
Third row, Jim.
Jim Callis with Baseball America for John. Can you talk about how you prepare yourself mentally to pitch in a game like this when you haven't pitched in a month? And Coach alluded to you were maybe going through some physical things at the end of the season. And then also specifically on the last 2 outs you got, the one you kicked and deflected to Vince, and the second one Vince got all by himself. Did you think those balls were going through as they rocketed by you?
No. It happens so fast. You throw it, you hear the sound of the bat, and all of a sudden it's under your foot. I'm just trying to be a shield out there, whatever I can do. If I have to put my chest in front of it, I have to put my chest in front of it. But whenever the ball hits the ground, it's almost like I take a sigh of relief, no matter where it is in the infield, because of how good these guys are at getting the balls that are not right at them. That ball was over second base. I think both of them were. And the one that I kicked, the ball took like a giant hop, and Vinny had to readjust himself to make that play, and the ball had a weird topspin to it because that's not natural off a cleat. And the fact that he can make those plays is huge. And all of our guys see that, and that picks us up. That brings momentum into the dugout for the next inning, and helps us get guys on base because we know we're still in this. We're holding them down right now.
And just about the mental aspect of having not pitched in a month. And
Okay. I do pitch. I pitch in scrimmages all the time. So I haven't pitched in a game, but that's as much of a game as that is. There's just you guys aren't there for it. We treat it like a game. We have hitters. They're calling balls and strikes. We got a guy back there calling them. It is as serious as any game, and I take it like that. And the hitters do too. And if you don't, they're gonna hit you the whole practice. So you better bring your A game out there for them.
Fourth row.
Nick Cole with the Tennessean. Tim, last time we saw Walker, 5 1/3 no-hit innings. How would you assess what was different for him tonight?
I thought his attack was slightly up. They did a great job with 2 outs now. You have to just give them some credit. They hit some balls on the head. I think the one inning where he hit a batter with 2 outs, it was Fisher, I believe, and hung a breaking ball to Downs. I thought that was a key moment right there because he had him 0-2 and could have buried the ball. He just didn't. So it was one of those nights where, starting pitching, it started out okay, but both were replaced. And actually after that, I thought after the third inning, it would probably ended up more like a Vanderbilt Virginia game because it was well pitched and well defended. But he just left too many balls up in the zone.
We'll take 3 more questions, starting in the back.
Mitch Sherman, ESPN.com. Tyler, what do you make of all this the last 4 days?
I don't know. I'm just still happy I got the opportunity, and I've been able to come in and be a solid player for the team and just help out the team. I'm happy we're here in the championship, so it's all good.
Ian Eklund, AP Broadcast. Dansby, you guys play to win every game, but how does it feel to be 1 game up going into tomorrow?
It's nice to be up 1-0, but that's not where our mindset is right now. We're just focused on still playing the game. It's the same game regardless. Just gotta go out there and play, compete, and just play the tournament like we always talk about. Just we're not going up there thinking we only got 1 more. Just go out there and trying to play our best ball.
Aaron Fitt.
Tyler, I think you're hitting just about every ball hard, it seems like, when you come up there right now. How confident are you offensively, and can you kind of describe your 2 at-bats there in the third inning?
I'm confident. Was it? Let's see. Yeah, against Texas the other night with the walk-off, I didn't feel I had a great game, but I think that actually helped me just to stay with my approach, try and hit balls hard on the ground. And I feel good. I feel like I'm seeing pitch as well, so that's the best deal. And as far as the 2 at-bats in the third, first at-bat, I knew he had some good velocity, so I choked up on the bat a little bit, and I was looking to go middle away, but he came in, and I saw it. Second at-bat, that was a little more of like a reaction swing, I guess, and just got it down the line. So.
And our final question in the 4th row.
Jim Meyer, championship thinking coach. Tim, Compared to the Texas game and this game, which is most difficult for you in terms of just leadership decisions?
Me personally?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, they all bring a different set of circumstances. This one was more about the insertion of pitchers at the right time and setting up your left-handed bullpen for the left-handed hitters. But this Virginia team is so well-rounded in terms of athletic, put the ball in play, don't strike out. It presents a lot of different challenges. I just thought for us to be successful, we needed to execute our pitches a little bit better, and I thought we did. Jared did for a time. John picked him up, and then after that, Rav did a nice job finishing the game. From an offensive standpoint, if I could take an inning back, it would have been the first and third with one out. May have done something a little bit different. But I had trust in the kid that was at the plate and thought he could touch the ball, just put the ball in play, because we had two good runners on base at the time. But we won, and that's all that matters.
We'd like to thank Coach Corbin and the Vanderbilt student athletes for joining us. For individual interviews, please coordinate with the Sports Information Director, Kyle Parkinson. And once again, CWS Finals Game 2 tomorrow at 7 p.m. Vanderbilt will be the home team. Virginia will be the away team.